Welcome back to IQD to VND, latest currency updates. Thank you all for your continued support, and a special thanks for helping us reach 270 subscribers. Today we dive into the latest developments surrounding the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese Dong, VND, exploring their financial landscapes and the key factors shaping their future. Let's get started. Iraq's efforts to stabilize the dinar amid militia. Influence. One of the biggest challenges facing Iraq's currency stability is the impact of militia-controlled financial networks. The Iraqi government is taking significant steps to counter unauthorized financial movements and bolster economic oversight. Their commitment to these reforms is aimed at strengthening the dinar and ensuring long-term economic resilience. A major point of debate remains the actual circulation of the Iraqi dinar. While some estimates suggest as much as 80 trillion dinars in the market, transparency issues make it difficult to verify these claims. Without clear data, most figures should be considered speculative rather than definitive. Debunking currency exchange, myths, and taxation misconceptions. The financial world is rife with misinformation, especially when it comes to currency speculation. Recently, a rumor suggested that exchanging Iraqi dinars on international cruise ships could exempt holders from tax liabilities. This claim is completely false. No matter where currency is exchanged, standard tax regulations apply, and attempting to evade them can lead to legal consequences. Always consult a tax professional to ensure compliance with local and international financial laws. The decline of the Iranian rial and its broader impacts. Shifting our focus beyond Iraq, we observe the severe devaluation of the Iranian rial, which recently hit a historic low, surpassing the 1 million mark against the US dollar. This downturn is largely driven by stringent US sanctions that have placed immense pressure on Iran's economy. A weaker rial has widespread implications affecting trade, neighboring economies, and overall market stability. Investors should closely monitor these developments as they may impact broader financial trends. Is a digital dinar on the horizon? There has been growing speculation about Iraq's transition towards a digital currency. While some believe that physical banknotes will be phased out entirely, recent insights suggest that cash transactions will still play a role in domestic commerce. However, Iraq is expected to emphasize digital transactions, particularly for cross-border payments. If successfully implemented, a digital dinar could revolutionize the country's financial infrastructure by reducing transaction fees and improving efficiency. Nevertheless, public skepticism toward banking institutions may slow this transition, making education and trust building essential. Currency speculation and the role of guru predictions. The currency speculation community remains highly active, with many investors hoping for a sudden revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. While banks are preparing for potential foreign currency transactions, no concrete timeline exists for any major shifts. Patience is key in such volatile markets, and long-term investors should focus on economic fundamentals rather than speculative rumors. Iraq's liquidity strategy and bond issuance. To address liquidity concerns, the Iraqi government has introduced a new bond issuance strategy. The Ministry of Finance is offering $3 trillion worth of bonds to local banks, valued at approximately $2.3 billion. These bonds carry attractive interest rates, 8% for 2-year bonds and 10% for 4-year bonds. The objective is to attract investors and stabilize financial reserves, though the long-term effectiveness of this strategy remains uncertain. Financial analysts and institutions will be closely watching its outcome. Iraqi dinar exchange rate movements. Recent fluctuations in the exchange rate between the US dollar and the Iraqi dinar indicate ongoing adjustments in financial policies. As of Tuesday morning, the exchange rate in Baghdad saw a slight drop to 146,800 dinars per $100, down from the previous day's rate of 147,200 dinars per $100. Similarly, in Erbil, the selling price was 146,800 dinars per $100, while the buying rate stood at 146,700 dinars per $100. Though minor, these changes suggest potential economic improvements, and a more stable currency could positively influence trade, investment, and overall growth. The future of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. Iraq's journey toward currency stability is filled with challenges, but consistent economic reforms, digital initiatives, and strengthened oversight could pave the way for a more valuable dinar. Meanwhile, Vietnam's economy remains resilient, although the Vietnamese dong does not experience the same level of volatility as the Iraqi dinar. Its potential for long-term appreciation is strong as Vietnam continues expanding its global trade and investment footprint. Final thoughts? Staying informed about currency trends is crucial for investors and financial analysts. Exchange rates fluctuate due to political decisions, economic policies, and global events. By keeping up with these changes, investors can make strategic decisions about their currency holdings. That's it for today's update on the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. If you found this information valuable, share your thoughts and questions in the comments. Staying educated and making informed financial choices is essential for navigating the complex world of currency investments. Thanks for reading, and stay tuned for more updates.